Okay, so let's start our interview.
Okay.
My first question is, please introduce yourself and tell us one thing about your project that you feel we must know so that we can understand your project.
Okay. Dear teachers, good afternoon. My name is Tang Yanjia. My English name is Peter. I'm 12 years old. I'm studying in the middle school now. I have many hobbies like swimming, painting, and baking. So in my project, I think the one thing you must know is I create an official WeChat account and I will post articles every week on it. And I will write some issues about hearing loss and hearing health in order to attract more people to get attention on the age-related hearing losses. Thank you.
Okay, so the next question is, explain how you contributed to the completion of your project's goals.
Okay, my plan has many stages. Like first, I searched for materials about the hearing loss and age-related hearing loss about elderly people, and I studied the knowledge about hearing health. And second, I interviewed with experts and doctors and studied the situation of the age-related hearing losses in the aging society. And next, I advertised my plan by doing some questionnaire and educational flyer and handing out it to the people in the street and in the community. And I will also host some community events to increase attention of the elderly on the age-related hearing losses. I will also invite my friends and classmates to promote my plan in the training school. And next, I create an official WeChat account and I will post about 2 articles every week and I will write some interesting information about age-related hearing losses in order to let more people to focus on it. And finally, I write a letter and send it to the mayor's office and suggest them to improve some policy about age-related hearing losses. And they also replied a letter to me. They encouraged me to continue my work. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The next question is, what promoted your interest in your area of concern so that you choose this topic for your project? Or how did you select your project topic?
With the surges of aging problem in China, people with hearing loss is account for at least 1/3 of the elderly, which means nearly 30 million people suffer from ear disease. Hearing loss not only can cause the problem during the communicate, but also can cause some diseases like Alzheimer and autism. So, in order to increase the attention of elderly people to the age-related hearing losses, and also can give a well-being life to elderly people, I think I must do something for these people. So I start my plan, the FEHL. Thanks.
Okay, so the next question is, what step in the problem-solving process made the biggest difference to your project?
I believe the step made the biggest difference is play of action because I think this step can make many difference to my plan, include the efficiency and solutions. Because if I choose different solutions, some solution is efficient and some solution is very slow. If I choose different solution, I can make my plan more efficient. So I believe the play of action can make the biggest difference to my project. Thanks.
Okay, the next question. What problem-solving tools did you use in your project? Which one was the most effective?
In my project, I believe the most effective problem-solving tool is just using the social media. Since the publication of the article in Hualong Media, there are more than 60 medias across the nation has reposted my plan FEHL in total. This series of reposts was significantly effective in promoting the social awareness in the whole nation on age-related hearing losses. Thanks.
Okay, next. How has COVID-19 impacted the completion of your project?
Yes, of course. Because of the pandemic, some activities I planned before are canceled. Just like at the beginning of January 2020, I planned to organize a themed trip for elderlies in our community to visit the New Year Fair. And on January 15, we plan to organize another trip for elderly people to visit the local park and see the flowers. These activities are all canceled because of the COVID-19. Thanks.
How did you overcome the challenges of the pandemic as you worked to complete your project?
Because of the pandemic, I can't do some promotion to the community. So my solution is to turn the promotion in this community to online promotion, just by increase the regularity of the articles in the official WeChat account and add more interesting information about hearing health in the article. I believe this could attract more people to focus on the elderly with hearing loss. Thanks.
Okay, so next, did you require funding for your project? If so, how did you raise money for your project?
Yes, of course. My project need fundings to donate the Red Cross organization and also need this money to help elderlies with hearing losses. And I collect the funding by using the function of my official WeChat account called fundraising function. So my followers in the official WeChat account could collect the money from them. So all the money I received from my followers are all donated to Red Cross, and some of money I use to help the elderly with hearing loss. Thanks.
Next, besides COVID-19, what obstacles did you encounter as you worked to carry out your action plan?
Besides COVID-19, I think there are three obstacles. First, the disregarding hearing problems in elderly people. Because nowadays, a lot of elderly people have the age-related hearing losses, but they still believe that the hearing losses is just caused by their age, so it's not a disease. But the truth is, the age-related hearing loss is a disease which needs to be treated very early. And second, in the school, I have a lot of work to do, so I don't have many time to do my plan and promote my plan. Third, when I'm handing out my flyers, a lot of people just don't understand my action and my purpose. They will regard me as just to advertise some goods to them. Even though they don't understand me, I think I need to continue my work. Thanks.
Okay, so how did you overcome these obstacles?
I use these methods. First, about the first question, I will increase my publicity to the elder people and explain some hearing health issues to them very patiently. So I believe after some time, the elderly people could get more attention on the age-related hearing losses, and more elder people could be retreated very early. And second, about my work, I think I could speed up the efficiency of my homework, so I could have much more time to promote my plan and do the survey. Third, I could explain my destination to the people who don't understand me. So after I explain to them, I believe they will listen to me. And I could also invite them to promote FEHL with me. Thanks.
So how did your community accept or buy into your project?
My community and both the elderly people and the staff in the community all support my plan, because the elderlies are have the interest to listen my lecture and join my activity, and the staff also get many attention on the age-related hearing losses. So they allowed me to hold many activities in the community. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So If you made presentations to community groups, what did you think was the most challenging about the presentations? Why?
I believe the most challenging about the presentation is that other people may just not trust me because they think I'm too young and they are questioning my authority. Because I'm too young, they will think that the things and issues about age-related hearing losses I tell them may be professional or may be wrong. So they may just question my authority and don't trust me. Thanks.
Okay, so next, how did you publicize your project if you did?
I will publicize my project during these methods. First, I will make some questionnaires and educational flyer to handing it out on the street and in the community. And the people see my flyer may put more attention on the age-related hearing losses. And second, in the official WeChat account, I could post articles about age-related hearing losses and about these issues on the article. And this could also attract many people to see my plan. Third, I could also invite my friends, family, and classmates to promote FEHL together with me. I believe by using these methods, I could publicize my project very well. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Next, all of us have great expectations for what we do. What expectations did you have for the success of your project?
Winning the competition was my previous expectation, but now I think what's more important, I think the well-being of elderly is much more important than winning the competition. I believe by doing my plan and promote my plan, more and more elderly people could see my flyers and articles. So the elderly people with hearing losses could be retreated very early. So more elderly people could have a happy life. Thanks.
Okay, have you been surprised by the results of your project? If so, what results surprised you the most? Why?
Yes. The things made me very surprised is a few of patients which has the age-related hearing losses are already equipped with a hearing aid after seeing my educational flyer. Like a patient named Zhou Xiong, he is a 51-year-old policeman. And after he see my articles in the official WeChat account, he just see the doctor and equipped with the hearing aid, which can eventually help him hearing clearly again. So both of his life and his work become better and efficient. So this is the most surprised result of my plan. Thanks.
So, what were the most rewarding moment and the most disappointing moment for you during your project?
I think the most rewarding moment is when I see my followers in the WeChat official account is raising. Because I believe if my follower is raising, more and more people could focus on their age-related hearing loss, so more elderly people could be retrieved. And the most disappointing moment for me is when I handing out the flyers to people in the street, they are very indifferent to me and not listen to me. But even though I think I could introduce my plan and my purpose to them and explain the age-related hearing losses very patiently to them. So I believe if I do these, they can listen to me and see my flyers. Thanks.
Okay, next. Since you submitted your project report at Addendum in April, what else have you accomplished?
Because of the pandemic, I can't hold activities I planned. So I could only increase the quality and regularity of my article in the WeChat official account. And during the pandemic, I will write the articles, the quality more better than in the past, because I will add more information, like the interesting information in the article. And I believe this could attract people to see my article and become my follower. Thanks.
Okay, the last question. What plans do you have for continuing your project to make the project sustainable?
I think after the competition is finished, I will still continue my work. And I will post about 2 articles every weekend in my official WeChat account in order to get the attention of elderly people. And also hold some community activities very often. By inviting elderly people and hosting community events, they can also continue the study of age-related hearing losses. And more elderly people could be retreated very early. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. I have asked all the questions, and now please introduce your scrapbook.
Okay. So this is my scrapbook, and I record all my process of the plan in this notebook. For a while, my 71-year-old grandma was experiencing hearing loss, and she can't hear my voice when she is sitting far from me. I must go in front of her in order to communicate with her. And my grandma also became very strange that she is unwilling to talk to others. After that, I took my grandpa to see the doctor. And the doctor says my grandma has some hearing problem. So he equipped the hearing aid to my grandma. After I back to the home, I realized that the age-related hearing loss is a big problem in the aging society of China. So I think I must do something for elderly people to make their life become better. So I start my plan of FEHL, focus on the elderly with hearing loss. At first, I searched for materials about age-related hearing loss and hearing health online, and I collect many data to study it. After that, I interviewed with otologists and experts, and also learn how to use equipment like hearing aid. And I also go to the rural area to visit the hospital in that place. And I also designed my logo of FEHL, and these are the logos I designed. And these are the questionnaire and educational flyer I designed. In the community, I will do the surveys to the elderly people to question them, to ask them about their situation, whether they have the age-related hearing loss. And I also hosting the community event to them to taught them some age-related hearing loss, the knowledge about them. And also in the local training school, I also promoted my plan in these schools, like to the parents in the local boxing school and to teachers in the New Rental. I also promoted my plan in the suburban, just like this. This place is very far from Chongqing, so I go to that place to promote my plan to them. When I promoted FEHL in the restaurant, I also getting to know a doctor and study many knowledge to her. And in the street and in the square, I also advertised my plan FEHL to elderly people to let them focus, get more attention on the age-related hearing losses. My brother, classmates, and friends also promoted FEHL together with me. I believe this could help more and more people to getting to know the issues about hearing problem. After some time, I create a WeChat official account of FEHL, and I will post about 2 or 3 articles in the account every week. And I will write many knowledge and issues about age-related hearing loss, and some method could retreat the problem. And my followers of FEHL also donate many fundings to me. This is a record of the donation. And I donate all the funding I received from the follower to the Red Cross. The total money is about 1,875 RMB. I also write a letter to the government official and to the whole media, and suggest them to improve some policies to help retreat the age-related hearing loss of elderly people. The mayor's office also replied me a letter and encouraged me to continue my work. Hualong Media and Chongqing Evening News are reposted my plan FEHL and me. I believe by the reposting of social medias, there are more people could see my plan. About 60 medias across the nation have already reposted my plan FEHL, and this could get more people's attention on my plan, and they could be retreated very early. During the pandemic, the Huiling Foundation, which has 90 disabled students and 36 teachers, are lack of masks. So I'm using my official WeChat account to write some articles to collect masks for them. And I've also found a WeChat group to invite my friends and families together to collect the masks and money. So within one day, I collect the masks worth about 50,000 RMB and the money of a few thousand RMB. So these are the thanks letter from Huiling Foundation, and I'm very happy to help them. And this is my scrapbook. Thank you.
Okay, thank you，非常感谢。